Kakanka radio. And yen sembe bribia. Yako international break. Na before Ayabano. Sir, Utim Ewo Premier League in moi. May I so say you are well aware, baby, I war on the league table. Sir, Osha English Premier League table now. The amount you show, baby, a Man City da 13th. Yes, that is the position of Club EFNO, Manchester City, Manchester United at the 9th. Nottingham Forest, Munne, Brighton, Munina. But early days yet, Intino. And Shada Enye Gidi Gidi. Even Newcastle will qualify for the Champions League at the 17th of the English Premier League, you know. And you may be very, very much aware of Senior Norma AC Echo in the English Premier League. Now, with 3 games I have Premier League, you know, there are only 3 clubs and they are yet to taste defeat. 3 clubs, and they are yet to taste defeat. Chelsea, Crystal Palace, and the almighty Liverpool. 3 clubs we Obia and Faumati and confirm yet in the English Premier League. And also Ocean and so only 3 games, but almost all of them Yasho Omoda, except Liverpool, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace. Very, very interesting. Oh, now you see, Chelsea game no money FULHAM boy. The controversy about Premier League or more referees in association, a statement or more buy no. Rich. Se utie omunchi omuna. De ombe so muche nya say. De ye hu game ni mu bia na ye giri say eye foul a e ma referee. Wanye foul na emom VAR train agency so say Omeresa incident no na ordinary hu ga so wampa e foul nti memma go ni stand no. What the referee association can say they see your park no so no. Na too subjective. Say the referee ni beji your park no so must be allowed to go. Na ukohwe VAR of the decision na enye obvious error. And Tivana a mistake by calling the referee to come and review it. There be a churches I do you say. Omo mo di VAR ba say VAR no amasa e ba be referee game no. Say referee na ogina e fifidi di game no. Na VAR so e di ni game there be. Ono no de na ye say in certain decisions are and what impact will game when you say red card, penalty, goal, and it's no no. Say referee take a decision. Na say VAR no. Na who say decision referee are making based on the principles of VAR no. And clear and obvious. Say referee no a mistake. Now what the VAR is saying is say the referee no park no. Na anya clear and obvious mistake na wa ye enti esa na mani ndi ball na onko nanim but you see Rich, even though I understand this statement Rich mini omunya adwen mini omunya adwen da based on this footage. Rich, the fact that look, and you see this incident we know the same action and they go on by you. It wasn't as if say at the end a see where chile baby ya bobo na akoshe go. And just after this was the pass. And the Rich will say defender better ball. Striker decide to do the Zinedine 10. Or you know, or in the stats. I see defender in Naso, which is clear, obvious foul.
Sometimes I don't know.
Let's a referee now, yeah. Maybe I say, the anywhere VAR is looking at this same video. Let me say, I don't have the right to tell the referee, say, Massa, I didn't know say any foul, no. Only a question the BM, and you see, the problem I'm with VAR, they say, number one, only a very, very inconsistent.
Someone come back,
very, very inconsistent. And number 2, the fact that VAR and the catcher referee say, "Oh no, monitor no." it doesn't mean say referee no or monitor now. He can't come back and say decision I'm taking and no. And for the fact that referee no say no, na obeba no can say oh ampa. Say na etie dia na otia na so dia, then I believe this foul and me decision no ma overturn it. Rich, there's nothing wrong with it.
Tivinya press conference niyo.
And the minimum data also call press conference. So now also so contrary opinion be any be but Rich
ever say chance for no be some questions. I na enchichi.
No one prepare for press conference. So press conference okay say we be some questions.
As every frame eat now. Into press conference.
Rich, I don't know.
Yeah, I disagree with them. I disagree with them. Because this is a clear foul.
Oh, fantastic!
It's a clear foul.
Me na can't say my own chair and me tell me now so why foul? Sure. Why foul against me now go. Now if you say Gale ko sha ni be oni akoje foul with Sewa. O say Argentina yeah come as no I disagree with VAR no any almost sense no. Which the also with Abrantia your friend Nicolas Jackson funny. Very, very funny. Which unim say, even though Omo catch Nicolas Jackson any agent, you know, say Omumbra back no. Unzo Bamba. After they flown to Germany, no. Chelsea, Emo notice say Omo withdraw Omo permission to Nicolas Jackson say Uncle buy an uncle in the medicals no. And she almost Samra back no. Which Omo back. They didn't come back to London. And now because they are still in Germany. Now, Oshaya and you run an agent Rebecca say playing a two code and even 2 minutes. And that they are not really enthused with Chelsea fan or from back no. But I love the new Chelsea terms to Bayern on this deal. Rich, didn't you know Chelsea Bema Nicolas Jackson Ako loan was that probably say in future but with this situation with Dilap, say omu internal meetings no can say oh look Nicolas Jackson okay instead of Jackson why don't we call back Magui na yamma Bayern and go ahead with Jackson na on free a team in the Monko. Rich, if that is a consensus in the Chelsea boardroom, they don't need Bayern any Chelsea to have a loan deal. They need to sell Abrante and permanent because then he doesn't have a future. What has happened? No, it means that in the circles of Chelsea after that meeting, even Maguire require our future, our Chelsea than Abrante and Nicolas Jackson, and that is the reason why Chelsea paying for air catcher buyer for this. So look, loan deal to come pay in term, Monta Abrante 69 million, mon first canambra, now mon far Abrante permanently. And it's OTS Sky Sports reporting now. Almost Bayern Munich are back in talks with Chelsea to try and sign Abrante Feno. The first negotiation of Okolo. Now Chelsea are changing their demands. Thinking say Abrante doesn't have a future going alone and coming back.
I had Chelsea for no mbofu.
No, yeah, before.
Because they love a prayer. Your first a chairman. This is the situation. Come back. Now loan or you can Bayern for need them. Never born. So what agents among some back view?
No, you see, they didn't clearly say Yamba back. A own contact as a Muslim, as you just say, Omumba back, Omumpe, yes, Omumpe.
Okay.
But now, Secret ABC another pay. Rich Secret Chelsea Uncle Magui back. And Omuka Chelsea now, you are the Magui about the service problem now, near Fred Jackson now. Me so Secretary Jackson will come back. Once you are contracted to the club, only any option than to come back when the club says, "Yeah, I deal that I know him." And come back. In the coming hours, we will know whether Chelsea and Bayern actually still the negotiations on Abrantia Yefeno Nicolas Jackson. Rich. Game way and meeting expectations. It was boring for me.
As will be as soon as you could be. Me want me points.
Yes, the normal Liverpool Arsenal flow, no,
I agree with you.
Especially with the quality of players now, they were on board. No. Look, Liverpool, Arsenal, two of the most teams that must spend the pie in the English Premier League anywhere as a football this summer. Rich, none of them could even give us 1.0 SG. It's so bad. Obiako and do one, an SG of 1. So bad. Now, I think say as some Fifi guy, or support Kaka, Rich. And before me kosuno, Mikel Arteta ne record one for the new 0 wins o. Okohobie mkoyi. Now, Fifi was saying say the entire probably hear who the statistics because enye Liverpool name my Arsenal. Rich, I still think say it may be a chum. The criticism I need the Mikel Arteta say obo a big team a home. I say a slow kakra so wom, and he prefers a draw or a conscious win than say obey himself. Now our pin up no abo game no. My one example. Even when Pep was dominating the Premier League, do you know why not games against Liverpool and Man City? Na a certain son, Klopp was not afraid of him. And Klopp edging the team really said, "Beba, we are Man City, we are League. I don't have a problem, but I have a good team to tell you, say, meet me what change na toe to toe. Look, that is what is left with Mikel Arteta. Rich or good team, but everything ningina Oshia Pep, Oshia Liverpool, Oshia team is not big now. He plays it too conscious." And listen to this. So say Peter Schmeichel a Manchester legend. Say Arsenal Liverpool bar. The enemies should be Liverpool. Listen to him. I have never in my life ever wanted a team to win a game of football more than Liverpool today. Peter Schmeichel, Arsenal bring an ugly brand of football to our game. Manchester United legend, they say, game no share. Or no, Manchester, you would have want Liverpool to lose, no. Bona ocean, so or Bona Arsenal, Ebon, are too ugly to the extent say, or some Liverpool share Arsenal for no.
But sometimes Ayala, you fair to coaches.
No, you see,
because I'm for Marco. At least, say me to me share Liverpool. Mama, keep drawing. I'm a
You see, that was what I was coming to next. Say. I disagree with this assertion. I disagree. Mikel Arteta game no. We're losing the 2 key players in Saka. Odegaard the priority bench. Sanka Odegaard the 100% fit over starting. Or sign the captain. Into only 2 key players out of the starting 11 him. Which and you baby no ko say Anfield, and it's against Liverpool or me defending champions. Look at the transfer window at Liverpool here. Look at the momentum on one side. O say, sa coach sa no all kono. E man nya pragmatic na onko biem no more. Rich results will determine what you say after the game.
Yeah.
Sanka Okoboy and Arsenal lose 5-0. The same Peter Schmeichel no more the same thing will come and say you. I say as only answer to go to Anfield and play this kind of open game. Yes. Now, Rich, Mikel Arteta can't touch me. Senka onya 1 be out of a corner. Free kick be na declared by Barça. And they would have come back and say, look, he went there with a pragmatic approach and he got the results. Today, people are saying all these things because someone's like 8 free kick share. Rich, Senka you free kick now. And the game would have ended in a draw. And Mikel Arteta can on the post-match press conference say, look, games we said the Omobo against Liverpool, no. And you know, maybe they decided those games. Error from a player, a defender, and that's a moment of magic from one player. And which you could clearly see, say, that was a moment of magic from someone's life. Rich, Liverpool have got 37 continuous Premier League matches. None of them no more fails almost 37 consecutive Premier League games. And this was a goal of beauty.
Suppose I do AI in the trademark.
Or say on air or tie shibi. But I say the no shabiache. And or shabiache no. Or Jinsen on share or Liverpool because not a free kick will say ya. Say Trent wa the track record in Tina, not Trent never more. But say Trent in you into there's a space. Why the prove so much in Yashe and now he's putting himself up for Sal no. And why are lucky to score early this season? And the area in subsequent games, Shafiki will say about they will give him the opportunity to play. Rich, it was 10/10 free kick. 10/10. There is nothing you could do about it.
Ryan and that goal was move.
Yes.
And also direction of the ball.
Super. Still. And you see, Matisse goalkeepers in players, being coaches are complaining about the new Prima ball. Say the swing in too much. But on a and only a cop. Rich, we need goals. And it's a ball a just spectacular goal. Rich, we will always fall for it. Look, a man go for and said David Wayasa. Rich, the free kick was bent over the wall, a jumping wall. Look at the height of the jump. And you can't tell me, say, play me say Carafioli money and Joker so a shot. But the ball got over the wall and still had the angles now. Now I was saying, it's almost like magic, and it won Liverpool side game. No, now Rich, beyond the results. The day you see it, Liverpool, you see football.
And now me who signing and Rich
Shadio. Liverpool Nigeria League last season. And only defending champions. What it means that they are already a good team. Rich, apart from so many good team, in the context of the Premier League, they have the best player in the Premier League in Mohamed Salah, still with them. Rich, look at the kind of signings at Liverpool are this season. Now we've allowed Liverpool to break their own record twice in a single summer. £160 million for Vets, 130 for Isaac. They've broken on one Casa record twice. 417 million. Rich. And Liverpool are spending on these players only this summer transfer. And see, the best team in the Premier League, the defending champions with the best player and they already are still buying players to augment our team. And look, PSG and also Man City and and can you allow a from the Western world to say so this is Arab money and I'm going first state sika and the barbershop. Look, but against the principles of good governance, Rich, Liverpool are able to spend like this because in the last 3, 4, 5 years, they've been one of the best run football clubs in the world in terms of almost spending and almost decision making. And then what is Liverpool spending almost spending in Ireland? Have you heard them even being cited in any profitability or sustainability rules or more breaking and I say they are close to financial? No, because they've done their things very, very well. And let's allow them to reap the good decisions they've taken for the club, and now they have the club manage the club very, very well. And this one, and see, Rich, Liverpool, I so say, every chance to the body. Say, cloud 9. Whether they will be able to win the league at the end of the season, there, I doubt. But
I'm not mentioning millions cakes now. Akwane. Unti know. I know them Maduke.
Maduke. But you say no pass to the Maduke ball. One of the best games, but still millions cakes. Say,
a brand now.
Say, what's your tough game? Look.
Oh man, a tough time.
Rich, City be brave mo.
City team ni there.
City be brave mo. The way, especially in the second half, Brighton were having holes. Rich, City be brave. Look, Papa say we've changed a lot of things this season from last season. We have a base that is still very good and the new players are really good too. It's a question of clicking and finding our momentum to start winning games, and that is going to happen. And see, that is the message from the coach. Say, and no move from no normal. Team no last season, but this is our trust over changing Yoma. They are yet to click and find momentum. And Ojiri say, at a point in time in the season, you know, this is coming from Pep Nankasemu, a quote from Tima, your friend of Manchester City, Rich. Edison Donnarumma, we've mentioned this very, very well in the last 1 month. Donnarumma saying a goodbye. Now you see, or arrive El Honum. Minus always here this weekend. Very late goal from Abantia, your friend in Giza, Rich. Then Intertinefie, Ama Udina between 2-1. What it means is that Rich and almost a sack. Our Serie A table, no, so they say Napoli defending champions as I could top with Juve, Ushe Inter, and the set because of Enra, Omotina Fiema, Udini, Ebeshe, Omono. Real Madrid won, very, very good. Now, Richard, here they go see me also Pamuno. No man, Kuyi. Real Madrid won, very, very good win. Barça said, marriage. It is worrying for a Barca fan. Say Barca will game a winner. Obiasi, Barca goalkeeper. It means the team was terrible. Me saying your chances be saying there. Marriage, me Gidi say, ye seek a sem any company young handing ye no. I can win your loses our point way. Yeah, into me start season. No about first 3 games swinging our way because only home. But Mpabone say almost say after the international break, the company will be ready to host Barcelona. BM almost start about home games. You know, they say that La Liga standings. You know, so etio before I call international break. You know, say Osha Real Madrid in a decline with Athletic Club de Bilbao. Etosum you know, on 9 points, 9 points. Villarreal Bobo Pau, they are doing very, very good. And at Barcelona, our 4th, that is how we wrap up over the weekend. No, may I so say China, see we'll be able to do more of the transfers now. Abandon say there, and normal ACC into China bar based on the transfers. You bet me there and call for probably 11. I bet to Johnny who send here and no more. Now, Mr. Blaster from the bar on mobile.
Yeah, as of 5 minutes ago, 16.